Hi everyone, in today's video we'll briefly brush up the JOBS Act and what it entails for the crowdfunding industry. More specifically, we'll go over what Title II is, what Title III is, Rule 147, Regulation A, and Regulation A+. The JOBS Act, or more formally called the Jumpstarter Business Startup Act, was passed in 2012 in response to the financial crisis. The purpose of the act was to spur investments into small businesses and startups because capital had dried up during the crisis. Specifically for crowdfunding, there are two pieces of information that are important: Title II and Title III. First, Title II, which was legalized in September of 2013, allows general solicitation for the sale of securities. In other words, you can promote the sale of stock in your company to social media platforms such as Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, to the general public. However, the only people that can invest in these types of securities that you advertise are accredited investors, meaning individuals who have $1 million in net worth or make $200,000 annually. Under Title III, you can raise money from non-accredited investors, meaning anyone who does not meet this accredited threshold. But you cannot generally solicit securities over the internet, such as social media and all that. You're restricted, and there are other rules and regulations, such as a company cannot raise over $1 million under a Title III offering. Title III represents the first time that non-accredited investors can invest in business startups via crowdfunding. This marks a whole new avenue for the ordinary individual to invest small amounts of money to investment opportunities they never had before. Even though Title III is an exciting new law, unfortunately it has not yet been passed and is still pending federal approval. Rule 147 is what is known as an intrastate offering. Many states have been implementing this, but we'll use Texas as an example. So, for example, Texas passed Rule 147, allowing Texas-based businesses to raise money from Texas non-accredited investors. However, to fall under this offering category, a business must be registered in the state of Texas, 80% of the company's assets must be in Texas, 80% of the company's historical revenues must have been made in Texas, and 100% of the investors must be Texas residents. Now we're moving on to Regulation A. If you're trying to raise money, you have to file certain documents with the SEC and to become compliant with that. However, under Regulation A, you can become exempt from some of the hefty filing requirements and the lengthy time that it takes if you're raising money up to $5 million or less from accredited investors. So it allows for faster transaction times, lower legal documents, and you can come onto these platforms and raise money in a quicker manner. Regulation A Plus has the same guidelines as Regulation A, except the company may now raise $50 million rather than the $5 million cap under Regulation A. Hope you enjoyed the video. This was a very high-level overview of the JOBS Act and what's been really going on in the industry and what do people mean when they refer to Title II and Title III, get you familiar with the key terms. But if you have any questions or concerns, please leave your comments below, ask questions, and we'll try to answer as many as we can. In the next few videos, we'll be discussing some of the basics of investing in finance and trying to help people try to make an educated investment.